Hello guys, how you're doing? Welcome back to another week of my life as a trader. This week I was not able to make it happen. I actually took a trade on Euro USD, which I lost, and I actually broke two rules in that trade, which I believe results to me having a loss. If it was a setup, the setup is actually my kind of setup, but the time I took the trade and the behavior surrounding that trade, which is the news events, it was a CPI news. I was trying to predict the CPI news, which I usually don't do. I don't know why I choose to do that. Well, maybe because of, I feel one of the reasons that made me to do that is because that was the only trade I was taking for the week, and it was already Friday. I've not taken any trade. So you know that moment when you feel like you're feeling unproductive and you just decide to take a trade even when the trade is not ripe yet for you to take. And I'm just going to walk you through the chart and show you how I'm able to build the setup surrounding this trade. The reason why I'm posting this trade, I'm not trying to show off to say I'm actually the best trader or one thing or the other. I'm just trying to show my own style of trading to also help somebody who is struggling to maybe analyze or find a setup. So this kind of videos also helped me back in the days when I'm trying to break down my charts to find setup. So I hope it help one or two person out there. And if this video is the kind of videos you will always want to see, make sure you do click that like button, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on the videos. So let's go while I walk you through how I was able to position myself into this trade, and though it didn't come out positive, but at least you can learn something from it. So share, like, and also subscribe. Thank you, and see you soon. Okay guys, so here is the trade that I took, and what I'm going to do right now first is I'm going to pause this video first and show a preview of a little breakdown analysis I was explaining to the group chat, and come back and explain a little bit more further on how I will be moving forward with this trade, if I'm still going to be looking for a sell or a buy. So just watch this video and see you soon. If you ever look up yet, do you understand? So we've not tapped into that really daily level, but we also have a previous day low somewhere around there. Yeah, I know it would have been this low, but this daily count is not corresponding with the lower time frame. So if I look at my lower time frame, this is the high of yesterday. This is the highest high of yesterday. I don't think the daily is showing me somewhere down here. So it has not been tapped yet, but the daily time frame is showing as if it has tapped it. So there's a lot of liquidities above all these places. So just imagine that price is going to do what it normally does best: grab everything, then run away. Do you understand? That's what I'm thinking that is going to happen today. Like, that's my intention of how I'm going to frame my trade: grab everything, then run away. So I'll be looking out for that on New York session. If I start seeing New York session giving a big candle, I'll just wait for a PDRA to be disrespected. Once that PDRA disrespects, then I'll be launching it down. Okay guys, so welcome back, and looking at this trade on why I lost this trade and everything. If I want to understand if this setup, now before I change my mind, before you change your mind on trying to start looking for another setup or marking this setup as an invalid setup, you want to really be sure that this setup is really invalid. So for me to be sure, just looking at this 15-minute chart, I can't be sure. I don't really know what's going on, if it's invalid or not. So what I do is I go to my higher time frame. I start at least from the daily time frame to see something. Now what can I see on the daily time frame? Now just what this candle is printing alone is making me understand that this trade setup is still valid for a sell, but probably price is just doing a manipulation before it choose to go towards the direction of my prediction of where I say the market is going to go to. So what I'm going to do is now is, why am I saying that this trade is still valid for itself. Number one thing is I must understand is that, okay, do you see this candlestick that's printed just now? So we have a displacement of these two PDRAs. Do you understand? So these two PDRAs have been disrespected from this by this candlestick, and now currently there is a continuation PDRA that has just been formed, which is this one. Do you understand? Remember, this one is a bullish PDRA. Was supposed to see price go up, but guess what? Price said no and disrespected it. So the next PDRA now formed, tried. So now one thing you must understand is this is a daily time frame. So if this daily PDRA was supposed to hold, this daily candlestick here would have, the body would have closed outside of this candlestick, or at least above the consequent encroachment of this fair value gap. Now you can see how price wicked it but failed to close. So that is a sign that all this price tried buying from here, but sellers push it back down and close below the midpoint of this fair value gap. So using that ideology, I'm going down to my lower time frame, to 4-hour time frame, to see further what can happen if I will want to sell this market. Now on 4-hour time frame, you can see this right here where I marked that, okay, I wanted to see price draw into here. Now prices have drawn into here. What I want to see now is what is the reaction of what price is doing. I can see currently, I don't want my chart to be too crowded with so many things. On this 4-hour time frame, I could also see that we have this 4-hour order block right here. Do you understand? So let me just mark that out. So I have this 4-hour, so I'll just leave just the way price is like this. I believe you're understanding what I'm trying to say. Now this 4-hour candle and everything that's formed here, I'm trying to see if this was the rejection candle and price have displaced it. But when price displaced it, if we're supposed to keep going high, I would have expected price to displace it and leave a fair value gap, but we didn't. We just left an order block. So this is what I'm going to do. So this is what I'm doing. I'm trying to understand the strength of where the price is going to go to. Now this is order block. This is like the last, if price wants to go down, then I want to see price trade below this order block next week. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So if I see a candle closing below this order block like this, then from that point on, I'll start looking for sales. Do you understand? So this is 4-hour time frame, but let's look at 1-hour time frame and even see more clearer. Now look at 1-hour time frame. What can I see there? I can see this fair value gap here. I'm actually telling you exactly how I trade. So this fair value gap has not actually done its job yet, so I'm going to mark it out. The job of this fair value gap is to take out this high. So if we're going to keep going high next week, then I want to see price trade above here. Do you understand? Once price trade above there, I'll be looking out for this liquidity for price to grab. So if I see a continuation pattern, then I can take it. If not, I will. And in short, if price close above here, this 4-hour candle is not going to hold. This 4-hour fair value gap is not going to hold because it's still the same 4-hour fair value gap that price have just violated. So I always believe that once price violates the first one, the rest is rubbish. The rest are just going to get broken. So I'll be looking out for that, and this is how I'm going to be tackling price next week. But I'm still favoring price to go down. So this one right here is a 1-hour fair value gap. So I will see if price will violate that 1-hour fair value gap. Once price violate that 1-hour fair value gap and also violate this 4-hour PD array, this 4-hour order block, then I'll start looking for how I'm going to see price take out this liquidity and also take out this overall juicy liquidity right here. So guys, this is how I'm going to be planning for the new week, and I hope I'm going to be patient enough to find myself a good setup, right? And don't get FOMO and all those things, all those psychological challenge and all that. So I wish you guys a lovely week, and see you if I'm able to get a trade and everything. So stay tuned. be cool, and trade carefully. Peace. So guys, I believe you're able to see how I'm able to build setups, even if it comes out positive or not. The most important thing is for you to be able to have that knowledge to find setup. Do you understand? And it doesn't matter if it comes out positive or negative. Just know that every day is not going to be the same. That's one thing I know, and it's a number game. Do you understand? I'm not going to beat myself in the chest and say negative things, negative words. These are the kind of things ITC said we shouldn't do as traders. Even if we take a loss, we shouldn't beat ourselves, call ourselves sort of names. These are mistakes that we do as human beings. What we should do is to live, write it down, and learn from it so that we don't take the same mistake next time. So next time I wouldn't be trading CPI news. I wouldn't even try. So even if I try to trade it, I will want to wait for the outcome of the news, then use that to be able to see what I can do, if I'll be able to get a setup. If not, then I'll just stay outside. Even if I don't get a trade for the week, I'll just learn how to stay outside and not try to force trades. Okay, so thank you guys for staying tuned, watching the video up till this time, and I believe you're going to learn one or two things from this video. Okay, so see you on the next one and stay blessed. Do have a lovely week. Peace out.